Okay, we want to get the screen. Ooh, this is not.
Not good. Either the person can see the.
Actually, can you move out of the way for a second? I just want to see if it catches. No. Oh wait, it's coming. Oh, it doesn't catch the screen completely.
And if we have someone standing at the podium, the screen will go off. Like, yeah, you can't see anyone standing.
Yeah, so that's why we need to adjust the angle. Oh yeah, that's really, the lighting is horrible for this. Can you stand at the podium for a second? Oh yeah, you can't even see the people. What would you suggest?
Do you want to move to the center?
Oh, do you want to try center? Okay, sorry. This is where we had it before. You know, it's the backlighting. The screen is too bright, and it's causing you to be not seen. So maybe we forget the screen. We forget streaming the screen and just the people. Just focus on the people. Yeah, focus on the people. Let's try this again. Like that. Yeah, that's better. I got the whole stage. Yeah. Can you stand here for a sec? This is where the ASL interpreter will go.
Maybe the person can stand here. So
A little
that
back?
the people at the podium are also visible.
No. This is fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. So if you want, we can take it down. Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Because it needs to be out of the way of the table anyway. Someone's going to pull this chair.
Right.
Let's do it. Just do it right here. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Once you start, I will move it again.
It's all right. You want to move it a bit. I don't care. I'll move it
Yeah,
again.
this is good. Okay, I'll show you. ASL over here, right?
Okay.
And the podium people over here. And the awards is not important, but you got the whole stage, right?
Yeah. At
this is
least
way better.
you know the breakout.
Forget that. Yeah. Sorry?
It's just this recording would have helped us
Sorry?
a lot, but since we
No,
can't.
it's fine. We can't do it. If that light hits that screen, everything goes dark.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll leave it like this. Okay.
Awesome.
So this plugs in there.
I'm just going to send a few mails.
Can you mute the sound somehow? So we're not broadcasting right now, like the sound.
Hey, because we haven't been able to meet in person. Hi, Isha. Hi, Alicia. How are you? I'm sorry, I'm just moving away because the live stream right now. How are you doing? Are you I took the word right now. It's funny seeing you. I look the same. I look exactly the same. So many people told me you look exactly like you do in the so that's okay. Did you have the time to get some? I've got a little bit of like stuff. Did you get the yeah, it's a really hard to I agree that they're going to be left on the table. Yeah, get unfortunately, there's also, it's a working day tomorrow. MCIS is time for the working day. So back to and look, there's a flag there. We could have probably managed to get it crazy. But the story is now that I'm getting now I'm just like
Just want to say hi. Me too.
We need you to sit down. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
I did a few times, but we never learned.
Shika. Okay, good evening and welcome to MCIS's AGM for the fiscal year of 2021-2022. My name is Alana Quinn and I'm the RFP coordinator at MCIS Language Solutions, and I'd like to introduce you to my co-host, Jack Zhu.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack. I'm the Internal Operations Manager at MCIS. So before we get started with the AGM this evening, we have a few housekeeping items I'd like to share with you. We will be live streaming this event on YouTube. And if you visit the MCIS YouTube channel, you will see the live stream right now. Feel free to share this link with anyone who may want to tune in. We'll be taking photos this evening. And if you don't want your photo taken, please make sure you get a red dot sticker at the registration desk and put it on your name tag. And this way, the photographer will know that you want your picture taken. The two Science Center exhibitions, the Western Family Innovation Center, that's that way, and the AstraZeneca Human Edge exhibitions, that's the one to my right over here. They will be open for all guests this evening for our entire duration. And dinner will be served at 7:30, dessert and coffee at 8:30. The appetizers and drinks are available right now. You can see around you. The washrooms are that way, the bar is right behind you.
On behalf of MCIS and our board of directors, we're so happy that you could all join all of us tonight. Our language professionals who have traveled from so far away, thank you so much for coming. Our friends, our funders, and service partners as well. We are among friends and colleagues, all of whom share MCIS's vision of connecting people globally through languages. We thank all of you for being here today, especially considering that we hosted this event in a hybrid fashion previously, and this year we are continuing to host hybrid as well. Now, before we begin the official program, we'd like to recognize the land which we find ourselves on tonight.
So we acknowledge the land we're meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with Mississaugas of the Credit.
And next on this evening's agenda is the Business AGM, which is scheduled for the next hour.
So now please allow me to welcome the chairperson of our board of directors, Shashanand, to the stage.
Thank you, Shash.
Thanks, Jack and Lennon. Welcome, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. On behalf of the board of directors and staff at MCIS, it gives me great pleasure to invite you to the business portion of our annual general meeting, which will be followed by an evening of celebration, awards, and fun. I thank our funders, service partners, and language professionals for taking the time to come. For over 30 years, MCIS Language Solutions has been pursuing the vision to create a world where people can communicate across language barriers. Over the last 14 years, it has evolved into a model social enterprise, providing a range of language services, including interpretation and translation in over 300 languages. We've remained unequivocally committed to our core objectives: access to services, support for cultural diversity, and protection of human rights. Our current mission is to improve access to critical information and services through offering professional language solutions. Our values are respect, quality, collaboration, accountability, and learning. Since 2012, we've also been recognizing individuals and organizations that significantly contributed to advancing our core objectives and the overall growth of the language industry by either setting a standard of professional conduct and service delivery, or by innovating in the field of nonprofit management. And this year as well, we will recognize individuals and organizations in 6 categories. All right, now on to the business portion. So I'd like to formally welcome you all to the business portion of MCIS's annual general meeting. I trust that MCIS board and members have had a chance to review the agenda of the 2021 AGM, as well as the audited financial statements year ended March 31st, 2022, which was sent out in the actual invitation. Our MCIS current board members. First chairperson is myself, Shash Anand. Vice chair is Monica Donahue. And treasurer, Kenny Liu, right here. And secretary, Powell Kosicki, over here as well. The directors are Ken Zito, he's an outgoing member. Jasmine Atfield is also an outgoing board member, and Camille Jovanovic will be outgoing as well. There's Shyam Sridhar, Ambuja Rajaratnam, Saima Anwar, Jing Gu, Denise Wallace, and Peter Murphy, right here. All right, we have one board member nominee for this year, that's Nancy Bell. And the current committee members are Ben Choi, Sudha Datta, Greta Deda, Herbert Law, Teresa Sinisi, Arjeta Biva, and Shine Jeong Chun. All right, I would like to formally call the business meeting to order. Okay, so can we have a mover to approve the agenda? Thank you. And if you could please call out your name when you, Kenny, thank you. And a seconder? Peter, thank you. All right, so moving on to the second item on the agenda, the minutes from 2021's annual general meeting. I'd like to call upon stage our Vice Chair, Monica Donahue, to seek approval of the minutes.
So please take a minute to review the minutes if you haven't already done that. If there are no questions, I would like to seek approval for the minutes. We have a mover. Pavel, thank you. Be it resolved that the minutes of the previous meeting of members held October 28, 21 be approved. So we have a mover. Do we have a seconder? Nancy, thank you. Is anyone opposed to the minutes? Hearing no objections, the motion carries. I will now invite our Executive Director, Latha Sukumar, and Chairperson Shash Anand to present the Executive Director and Chairperson's reports.
All right, thanks, Monica. So I will get started first, and then I'll bring on Latha. So MCIS has had a good year in 2021. Once again, we made our services accessible by meeting customers We made our services accessible by meeting customers where they are, staying responsive, and offering seamless service. Demand for remote services reached an all-time high with requests from telehealth providers, public health agencies, and vaccination lines. Our new remote stimulus interpreting, or RSI for short, offering used for large conferences and town halls has continued to grow, as did scheduled video remote interpreting. But our most ambitious work was facilitating the Language Advocacy Day 2022. It was a broad coalition of over 200 passionate organizational and individual supporters interested in language access. This took place as an online event on February 22nd, 2022. Though our contribution was that of sponsorship and assistance with planning, our role served as a catalyst to inspire thought leaders from across the country, to educate an interested public on the importance of our language rights. There were panelists from across the country and various sectors and participants from around the globe. The day ended with NDP MPP Dolly Begum declaring that she would sponsor a private member's bill to mark Language Advocacy Day. The Green Party included language access in its platform. MCIS is also proud to be one of the co-founders of the Global Coalition for Language Rights, or GCLR, working at the intersection of language, digital, and human rights. GCLR also coordinated a global day of action on February 22nd, 2022. So, MCIS has now actually had a renewed sense of the impact. This past year, after broad consultations with our staff and subject matter experts, we articulated MCIS's social purpose: to uphold the human rights to be heard, informed, and understood. We realize now more than ever that we are all connected, and the more we operate in the service of others, the better we serve MCIS, our individual selves, as well as our communities. The board and senior management also turned their attention to staff well-being. We engaged HR consultants to conduct a salary benchmarking exercise. Staff salaries were brought close to market, and these adjustments were made retroactive to July 2021. MCIS was able to accomplish these amazing feats thanks to a diverse group of talented and passionate individuals. First and foremost, a heartfelt thanks to our interpreters who were warriors in the front lines. They were risking their health and safety to benefit people who needed their services. We are equally, yes. We are equally grateful to our translators who displayed the highest levels of professionalism, turning around their work within extremely short timelines. A big thank you to all our technology partners who worked collaboratively to accommodate our requests, despite other pressures they were facing. And a special mention goes out to Management Advisory Services for providing us access to their expert volunteer consultants and coaches. Every staff member at MCIS has been nothing short of stupendous, and the IT team deserves special commendation for bringing all our services to remote settings within record time and continuing to patiently provide technical support throughout the pandemic. MCIS's board of directors provide visionary and exemplary leadership, coming prepared to every meeting and asking those tough questions to ensure MCIS stayed true to its mission and did everything to mitigate all risks and to remain sustainable. Thank you. We would like to thank our funders from the Ministry of Labor, Training and Skills Development, the Ministry of the Attorney General, the City of Toronto, and the Ontario Trillium Foundation for generous grants that support services for our most vulnerable, including survivors of violence and homelessness. Yes. We also thank all our customers for adapting to make their services linguistically and culturally accessible by engaging qualified language professionals. A few board members are stepping down this year. We thank Camille Jovanovic, Ken Zito, and Jasmine Ackfield for their diligence and stewardships throughout their tenure, and especially during this difficult year. We also thank MCIS staff members who left due to personal circumstances or to pursue other opportunities. In the post-COVID world, we will need to reinvent how we deliver services. Our challenges will be to remain intentional about engaging local talent, to adapt to new technology, and to provide timely and responsive services to our most vulnerable beneficiaries. We know that MCIS will continue to lead the way in providing linguistically accessible services in the coming years. I would like to now, call on Letta, our Executive Director.
So I'm going to go a little off script. Thanks so much, Raj. And I'm going to make this a little personal. This year, I seek your indulgence to share some personal reflections that draw parallels between my life and that of MCIS. As its long-standing employee going on 26 years, I think I have earned that privilege. The past year has been chaotic for me personally. On August 12, 2021, a day I wish had never happened, I lost my beloved husband to COVID-related complications. That he was youthful and healthy would be an understatement. He had just retired and had been raring to have a rollicking time in his retirement. He had gone to India to help his mother and received his vaccinations. The breakthrough infection he had been completely unexpected. My husband had been a great supporter of MCIS, its greatest advocate, cheering us all from the sidelines and making lots of personal sacrifices with the long hours that I kept, especially in those early years. So as my world collapsed, I stayed focused on managing the chaos that ensued with prioritizing what mattered most: our daughter, my work at MCIS, and our two mothers. I had to move to London to be with my daughter, and I began working remotely from there while managing the financial fallout from this catastrophic event in my personal life. I began working just 1 week after to bring back a semblance of normalcy, doing things that I was most familiar with and connecting with my coworkers who deeply mourned my personal loss and created a circle of care around me. Now, our transitions through life are both voluntary and involuntary. They all have beginnings, a chaotic mess in the middle, and then renewal. The process is not clear-cut or linear. Some folks linger longer in the chaos, others in the beginning, and yet others in the renewal. My life transition was involuntary, but I have always been about renewal. For me, renewal is about moving from me to a less self-centered one of we, to one that's selfless, which I will just call being. The parallels between my growth, personal growth, and the growth of MCIS amaze me. The first decade of my career and that of MCIS's growth was all about survival. The next decade, about the financial success of our social enterprise model, where we created community impact through collaboration while building a financially robust organization. I personally gained recognition rewards for the success of this model. In this third decade, where life events have forced me to seek a higher purpose in my personal life, world events have done the same for MCIS. In this era of profound uncertainty and social instability, brought on by war, climate change, and disease, MCIS has been profoundly moved by the need for the most vulnerable in our communities to be heard, informed, and understood. And there you have it, our newly minted social purpose. This past year, MCIS articulated its purpose following consultations with our staff, language professionals, and key community members. We will be implementing our purpose gradually over the course of the coming years, so it inspires our staff and board teams and permeates all our work. In keeping with this theme of renewal, we are also making changes to the way we structurally and functionally conduct our work. We've created a new office to develop management skills, systems, 9 in total. The result will mean transforming into an organization of knowledge workers who can access the information they need for empowered decision-making. In this phase of renewal, we will need great discipline to stay anchored to our purpose and not be tempted to slide into survival mode when our competitors pressure us to do so with low prices and poor quality. Like me, MCIS is creating a new story of its renewal to share and launch. I do hope all of you listening to this have found alignment in your personal and professional life, and your life quakes are gentle ones. I extend my profound gratitude to all of you who have supported me through my hour of need and have contributed to the impact that MCIS is making in our communities. I especially want to thank an incredible board, an amazing leadership and staff team for their support through this past year. I see many friends here among our language professionals, and I wanted to use this opportunity to catch you all up, since many of you have reached out to me. I look forward to continuing to grow with MCIS. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Letha. All right, I would like to now step in for our auditor, Barbara Dafineska, who couldn't be here today. I will now present her report for the year ended March 31st, 2022. Okay, so to our members, have you all had a chance to review the auditor's report, and are there any questions? All right, could I ask someone to bring the following motion? So the motion is, be it resolved that the financial statements for the year ended March 31st, 2022, including the balance sheet and related documents, and the auditor's report for the year ended March 31st, 2022, be approved and adopted. Can I have a mover? Thank you, Monica. Can I have a seconder? Thank you, Pavel. Is anybody opposed? Okay, we are hearing no objections. The motion carries. Be it resolved that BDCA, chartered professional accountants be appointed auditors of the corporation to hold office until the next annual meeting of members or until their successors are duly appointed at a remuneration to be fixed by the board. Can I have a mover? Thank you, Kenny. And can I have a seconder? Thank you, Pavel. Is anybody opposed? All right, hearing no objections, the motion carries. Okay, I will now like to call upon Monica Donahue, MCIS's Vice Chair and Chair of the HR Committee, for the next agenda item.
The Nominations and Governance Committee of MCIS's Board of Directors started the process earlier this year of identifying successors for board members who stepped down or are stepping down. We surveyed board members to identify skill gaps that would need to be filled, and then identified suitable candidates for MCIS's committees. Postings were widely distributed to backfill positions on committees, and our last meeting, the board approved a slate of board members. The biographies of all board and committee members can be found in the annual report, which will be published on the MCIS website following this meeting. On behalf of the board, I'd like to express our profound gratitude to the outgoing board members, Jasmine Atfield, Camille Jovanovic, and Ken Zito. And I don't think any of those folks are here, but hopefully they're listening, so our thanks goes out to them. Your extraordinary commitment and contribution have helped build a strong and stable organization over the years, and we look forward to staying in touch with you so you can continue to help MCIS grow sustainably and to offer opportunities to stakeholders. So thank you. We're also pleased to present a highly accomplished individual to this year's slate who will be joining the returning board members. The new incoming board member is Nancy Bell. I would like to present the board slate as approved at the last meeting of the board of directors. Shah Shanan, Pavel Kazuki, Monica Donahue, Kenny Leung, Peter Murphy, Sham Sridhar, Saima Anwar, Denise Wallace, Jing Guo, and Ambuja Rajaratnam. So I would like to ask for the following motion. Be it resolved that the proposed slate be ratified as the board of directors for the MCIS until the next annual general meeting. Can I have a mover? Josh, thank you. And a seconder. Nancy. Can Nancy move as a new member of the board? Sorry. Thank you, just in case. Is anyone opposed to the proposed slate of directors? Hearing no objections. Okay. Then the motion carries. Welcome to the incoming members of the MCIS board. This concludes the business portion of the meeting. So I do need another motion. Be it resolved that there being no further business to be brought before the meeting, the MCIS Business AGM of October 27, 2022 be adjourned. Can I have a mover? Josh, thank you. And a seconder? Is anyone opposed? No? No objections? The motion carries. I would like to now invite our MCs back for the celebratory portion of the meeting.
Thank you, Monica, and thank you to our outgoing board members as well, and the committee members for your dedication and commitment to MCIS. MCIS's growth and its continued commitment to recruit highly qualified new immigrants and local language professionals has increased multilingual visibility, which enables us to provide language services worldwide. We do this by attracting and retaining competent, professional staff, exemplary board and committee members, and excellent volunteers and interns. We thank you.
So since we are ahead of schedule and dinner is being served, why don't we call a 15-minute break for everyone to have a chance to go grab some food, and we'll also give a break to our ASL interpreter as well. So we'll resume at 7:40. I know I still haven't replied to you. And it's like, I think, it's still on my list to do. Just wait, it's there. Join, but I can do building, designing.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah.
You're from the translation method. I made a free translation. I did it. And you were in the.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And not even your voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's in the like tutorial.
I was, because I was like, out of I graduated, but I was working, you can't go up working for yourself. So I was like, MCIS was like really what I first moved away. Yeah. It was pretty young.
Wow.
But then now, no. Yeah. And now I have like, usually French, it's like a really far. Like, I don't that's what I'm busy. So this is oh yeah. I can my first title was executive services. It was after it was 2015. Yeah, it's like so I was there for 2 years. Then I went on parental leave. Because my wife had a baby. She only came back home. Yeah. So I came back. It was good because I learned. I already had some friends. But everything, all the things I've done before, I was talking to you. I understand everything. So there for so long, and then you guys know, these are 10 years, but I'm still learning new things, which is great.
When I started to
I first started talking. Back then, it was like we had less people, right? So it was, I think back then, not everyone wanted to be, not everyone wanted to be focused on the photograph, right? So, not everyone wants to be photographed, so as you said, sure. So only a few people said, yeah, we can photograph me or take a video. So I was okay, well, even when we start, okay. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, okay.
I don't think we can do that
I'm not sure either.
because it says edit. I did that.
No, it's not. It's not. You see, even if it's not a reflection. It's purple either way. Okay. Okay. Let me take a couple of minutes. I'll look this up. I'll look up why it's not.
How you doing? Enjoying your lunch? That's good. Good, good, good.
Okay, let's see if this works.
You change the quality.
I can
Here,
increase
here.
the
Hold on.
brightness.
Let's.
Okay, let's.
We did.